Staff Sergeant Megan Morgan, Megan Morgan.
Okay, and what do you do here for the department?
I am one of the recruiters for the police department.
Okay.
We are hosting a hiring event out here Saturday, June 14th. It's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Basically, the point of the hiring event is to have people come out who are interested in joining the department or learning more about what it takes to join the department. We're going to have a Q&A session with our recruiters. We're going to have officers from all over the department there. We'll talk about the process of getting through the application process itself. We're going to talk about what to expect, the academy, the physical standards, the requirements to get into the academy, and then throughout the academy, what field training looks like, and then we'll talk about the best part, which is, of course, becoming a police officer with Oklahoma City. We're going to do all of the informative stuff, get all of that out of the way, and when we're done with that, then the real fun begins. We're going to have a tactical scenario set up with our reality-based training unit. We're going to have equipment from all over the department set up throughout our training center so that different units have an opportunity to display and explain exactly what they do and showcase what the department has to offer to people who are interested. We're also going to have the obstacle course set up. People will have an opportunity to walk through the course. You can try different obstacles, or you can try your hand at the entire course just to see how you would do on your test day. The nice thing is the obstacle course scores don't count for or against you. It's truly just a test to see how you would do. So like I said, the event is going to be on Saturday, June 14th. So a couple things to think about with that day. If you're planning on coming out here and spending any time outside, especially if you're planning on doing the obstacle course, or your PT clothes that day, wear your gym clothes the entire day. This is a completely casual day. There's no sense in changing. Wear appropriate gym clothing. That way you can be comfortable while we're talking and going through all of this stuff. But the big thing is going to be make sure that you bring a snack to eat if you're going to do the obstacle course that day, and hydrate, because we are expecting that it's going to be warm that day, and we want to make sure everybody's taken care of. Those are some of the things you can be doing ahead of time to prepare. Everything else is going to be on us. We'll have it all set up and ready to go. We had the standard minimum requirements, the things that people have to check off. Those boxes are that you have a high school diploma or a GED, a valid driver's license that you've had for 2 years or more, no revocations or suspensions, that you have a U.S. citizenship, that you've got a high level of integrity, moral character. Obviously, we're going to check immediate background check just to make sure that there's nothing that pops up as far as warrants or criminal history. And then another minimum requirement is just to make sure that you are 21 to 45 on the first day of the academy. So if you're 20, you can go ahead and apply as long as you're 21 by the time the academy starts. And you can't be older than 45 on the first day in the academy. So if you turn 46 on the second day, you're golden. That's what we're looking for as far as on paper for people. But what we're really looking for with officers, you don't have to be a collegiate athlete to come out and be a police officer, but you do have to have a good level of physical fitness, a good foundation of physical fitness. The obstacle course helps us to establish whether you have what it takes to do what some of the job requirements are going to be. Dragging a dummy, can you drag somebody to safety? Climbing stairs, we're going to have to do that all the time, making sure that you can get up to somebody that's needing help. Obviously running, jumping over fences, walls, those are things that the obstacle course has built in to make sure that you can do that. Now, we do expect that our recruits are going to become even better physically throughout the academy, but we definitely have an expectation of physical fitness coming into it, and this helps us to gauge that by doing the obstacle course. As far as everything else, integrity is something that our applicants have to have coming into the door. We can teach you how to become a police officer, but we can't teach you how to have integrity. That's what we expect you to bring with you. We're going to check your employment history just to make sure that as we are hiring people, that you have a good employment history, that you have good financial stability. But these are all things that if you have questions about, we hope that you would call us and let us answer those questions for you. So right now we're hiring for an academy that starts March 4th of 2026. The hiring process itself can take anywhere from about, on average, 2 to 4 months, depending on where we are in that process. So make sure you give yourself enough time to submit your application and get through that process. If you're planning on coming out to the hiring event, you have plenty of time to get through the entire process. So come out to the event. You don't have to wait to come to the event to submit your application. You can do that online at joinokcpd.com.
My name is, I am Staff Sergeant Anthony Anderson, ANTHONYANDERSON.
Fantastic. And your position here?
I am one of the recruiters for the police department.
Okay. So some of the questions are going to be different. I did save a few unique for you, though. So What do we got going on? I think in a couple weeks, is that right?
Yeah, so June 14th, it's on a Saturday. We have a hiring event. It's going to be here at the training center, 800 North Portland Avenue. It's going to be more of an informative event at first, but then we're going to get fun stuff. So the first part, the learning event, is going to be presentations over the hiring process, what to expect from the academy, how to prepare. It's going to talk about pay scale, benefits, everything that you need to know as far as questions you may have online that you don't get to ask. Be able to answer all those questions for a presentation. And if you have a question during the event, it's super laid back, so just ask during the event and we'll answer it. If you have a personal question, just pull one of us aside and we can answer the question then. After we get done with the presentation, that's when all the fun stuff happens. We'll have a tactical scenario that you get to run through with our RBT. We'll have a bunch of static displays, different units, bomb squad, tag team. We'll have our air support, our helicopter will be out here. So if you have questions about different parts of different jobs that fascinate you, that you may be passionate to go into later, we'll have officers from that unit that you'll be able to pick their brains to kind of figure out like how they got to that position. So, and then we'll also have the obstacle course open on the run. The obstacle course is what we use to, it's kind of our standard for our physical abilities. So it'll be open for you to walk through it. If you want to try a couple of obstacles, there's a 6-foot wall, there's a dummy drag you have to do, a couple flights of stairs, or if you want to just try your hand and do the whole obstacle course, we are here for that as well. Like I said, it's open to the public. And we have this event because we want you to get eyes on, get hands on and experience it, because sometimes that may be all it takes for you to realize, hey, I can do this job. It's sometimes the job can be a little bit intimidating, but getting here and talking to us in person and experiencing the hiring event in person may be the push that one person needs to get the application in. People see officers on TV and they see, like when I go to recruiting events, they expect that they're all supposed to look like me. There's officers that are all over the department that have come from different backgrounds, different ways of life, different builds. Don't think because you're short or because you weigh 110 pounds that you can be an officer. Some of our best officers, the opposite of me. They may be tall, lanky, but like your physical fitness is your physical fitness, but your mentality and your heart is going to be the biggest determination. So we come in all shapes and sizes and all different backgrounds, and that kind of what makes a good department, because having a standard but also having different variations of that standard as far as what you look like, where you come from, that's a representation of the city. And so that's what we want to do when we have our officers. We want people from all kinds of different backgrounds, maybe you were a college athlete before, maybe you were in the military, maybe you worked at Chick-fil-A for 10 years and you say, I want to do this. Those different backgrounds are key components of a diverse police department, and that's what we're always looking for. Working for Oklahoma City, it's funny because I didn't realize how good we had it until I became a recruiter. When I became an officer over 10 years ago, and I just thought this was the standard everywhere because this is the only law enforcement I knew. But once I became a recruiter and was able to talk to other agencies, people from other agencies, I realized just how lucky we are to be with Oklahoma City. First off, just the city in general. For the most part, the city has our back. The civilians, the city council, they are very police friendly. So it just makes the job that much easier to do. Not saying that we wouldn't do the job whether the people supported us or not, but having that support, going somewhere and having people say thank you for your service, people wanting to just show love and show positive energy, it makes that job that much easier to do, knowing that at the end of the day, people know that you're here for the right reasons. As far as the tangibles, we're the biggest agency in the state, which means as far as advancement on the department, you're not going to find anything more competitive than us. Once you get your time on, if you want to go do something in the department, there's more opportunities for us just because we have those spots. We have a much larger department with numerous units. So those are just a couple of things. Plus, it's just my job. It's a job that's never boring. If it's boring, it's because you choose for it to be. Just come try it out. Just come give it a shot. For me, ride along is what sold me. So I didn't know if I wanted to do this job. I did a ride along, and I knew this is what I wanted to do. Same thing for this hiring event. It's kind of a chance for you to kind of throw your hat in the ring and see if this is for you. It may not be for you, but if you come out and talk to us, and come out and experience it firsthand, you may fall in love with it like you did.
the outside.
You're good. Yep. Let's go.
Right here to the finish. Finish up now. Finish strong.
Finish strong. Just gotta run through right here. Nice job. Good work. Good work. There we go. Make yourself here so you got the break. Loud music just to kind of make things a little disorienting, but we're also going to have gunfire. That gunfire is begin scenario. People are dying. Don't work, don't work. There we go. All right, good, good, good. In scenario. All right, perfect stuff. So hey, I like that you were.
Way too busy. But they finally got me a partner. So now
Y'all go, oh, what a rookie.
yeah.
Yeah. Rookie move.